Deep in the forest, there was a strange spherical machine. Two boys, driven by curiosity, walked inside, but when they came back out, they realized their souls had swapped into each other's bodies. Thinking it had to be a dream, they went back in to test it again. Sure enough, they swapped right back.
This is wild.
What they didn't know was that this soul-swapping machine had already set something irreversible in motion. To everyone around them, Cole and Danny were inseparable, the ultimate duo. They sat next to each other during exams, walked home together after school, and goofed around in the forest like little kids. But deep down, Cole wasn't entirely comfortable with how things were. He low-key envied Danny. Danny was the most popular guy in school, and every girl wanted to be around him. Cole had a crush on his classmate Loretta, but could never work up the nerve to say anything. No matter what he did, he just couldn't be Danny. Then this soul-swapper appeared out of nowhere, and Cole started thinking, maybe this was his shot at living the life he'd always wanted. Still, he hesitated. What if something went wrong with the machine?
I'd be you and you'd be me? Yeah, for a day.
But with Danny egging him on, they swapped one more time. What neither of them knew was that this would be the last time. Cole, now in Danny's body, wasted no time soaking up the perks. The body he was born with was all skin and bones, but this one was built. More importantly, for the first time ever, Cole got to experience what it felt like to have girls gravitating toward him. He tracked down the girl Danny had been flirting with, and shared his very first kiss. But that same day he spotted Danny, now in his body, hanging out and laughing with Loretta. Cole felt betrayed. He stormed over to confront him and demanded they switch back. But Danny wasn't having it. He said he wasn't done yet. Because here's the thing, Danny had always envied Cole too. He envied Cole's wealthy family, his stable home life, his parents who had already mapped out a future for him. Meanwhile, Danny might have been popular at school, but going home meant walking into his parents' constant tension and working grueling jobs just to get by. Inside Cole's body, none of that existed. So when the real Cole showed up asking to switch back, of course Danny said no. Furious, Cole charged into the bedroom, and the two of them got into a full-blown fight. Their father came rushing in at the sound, and sided with the fake son, throwing the real one out of the house. Completely shattered, Cole made a drastic decision. The next day, Cole, still in Danny's body, vanished without a trace. He didn't show up to school. He wasn't home either. Danny, trapped in Cole's body, panicked and rushed to the forest to look for him. He eventually found Cole inside the soul swapper, barely alive.
Help!
Cole was rushed to the hospital. The doctors said he had fallen into a vegetative state. Danny's parents wept at his bedside, not knowing that their real son was standing right there in the room. When they turned to Danny and asked what had happened to their boy, he looked his own parents in the eyes and said nothing.
For how things happened, I really do.
Now living as Cole, Danny was drowning in a mess of emotions he couldn't sort out. He wanted to go back to the forest and fix everything, but it was already too late. The machine had been dismantled. He knew there was no way to undo any of it. Guilt and regret came crashing down all at once. But that very night, Danny heard something strange outside the house. He grabbed a flashlight and shone it into the dark, and found himself face to face with an odd-looking robot.